Hello Commanders and welcome to another video. Today we will begin with a series What did you make as a mistake? I have no script on me, so I may make a lot of pronunciation mistakes and maybe sometimes I will repeat the same word twice or three times. So now this fight was sent by dev.art43 to me, telling me what are the mistakes here. He knows them. I think that we will most likely know what the mistakes are, but I will gonna break up what the mistakes are from both sides. But if I break out from the Confederation side, then the Resistance side will know what their mistakes were. So, first mistake, the Cyan player went directly into HQ level 3. This can be a valid strategy if you are going for level 3 HQ and then putting platforms to defend yourself from a gator rush. But his positioning of the construction yard is pretty much bad, as he needs now a secondary construction yard just to reach the naval parts. If we check here, all of them are going for level 3 HQ. Meanwhile, the resistance side is going for still at level 2 HQ, having only one Gator's shipyard, putting platforms as intended. Now another platform, and he's not going for the big container, making him in a very big resource disadvantage. Going to fast Vikings is a good choice. Now we went for the two Viking shipyards, and while here he's going for the secondary shipyard for Vikings, but the opponent side still on level 2 HQ going for level 3 HQ with only one shipyard producing tier 2 naval units. We can see here now the red player took that container because of the pathfinding from that Viking. The container here is trying to be contested by the purple, while the yellow player is having a hard time due to one shipyard. Meanwhile, the purple has two shipyards producing Vikings, the same way with the blue player. Cyan has 3 platforms, defending himself from naval side without having any single Viking or anything with any single naval unit. He's going for level 4 HQ, while the blue player didn't really scout these containers on land. They're going for a fast rush into the yellow's base. Now this can be happening because the red player gators are literally on his side. When you are the blue or red player in this map, you are not supposed to sit at base with your Vikings or gators, since the first attack will happen either on the cyan player or purple player. The ones who are at the right and the left corners. The red player or the blue player, they are meant to position their Vikings or gators in the middle of the map. Now you can say the Viking can't be positioned in the middle of the map due to wasp or any kind of aviation, while the gator has an anti-air, makes him much more easier to place his gators. For the Vikings, try to place them near the purple shipyards, making a 2-line consisting of purple Vikings and blue Vikings. Now we can see a fast rush, while the red player still needs to really just get the attention from the yellow player to know that there are 2 players at his base and not only one. Now he noticed, now he's trying to move for assistance, while the yellow player lost all his naval parts and is losing his base from the land side. The yellow player is trying now to build away from the naval side as he thinks that he lost, while the red player came for assistance against those Vikings. The gators number were less, while there is positioning now from the Confederation side, making some Vikings not firing. But the Vikings who are in a bigger number, they are still not defeated, having 5 Vikings but there is a Wasp and a Hawk. Gators incoming from the yellow player, from the green player as well, taking on those Vikings. There are no more, only one Viking left from the blue player. Meanwhile, they went for an attack without any scouts, not knowing that there are more Vikings from the blue player that were hidden at his base. Killing all those Gators without even killing much Viking, making them at a disadvantage. But there are no platforms, there is nothing to assist against the Hawks or aviation, making them now all as well killing that shipyard to slow down the production from purple. While they are in constant spam, the Confederation is trying to defend. Now there's a Seraphim trying to assist. But here there's HQ level 4 now, going for a Leviathan, while the yellow is trying now to rebuild. Confederation went too far now just to get that container. Now they are losing a lot of Vikings. That's a very bad engagement from the Confederation team. If you know that you have no anti-air and there are Hawks and the Wasp, there's no point in engaging, since the Gators will really just kill the Vikings, when your Vikings are most likely having the Wasp acid or getting some damage from the Hawks. And there's now a Salamander as well from the green. More platforms and rebuilding his shipyards, making him a comeback. Now the purple didn't really go into a secondary shipyard after it got destroyed. He kept his secondary shipyard at the level 1, now he's going for level 2. No more Navy from the purple player, making only one player on the Naval side, and this is very bad situation. The same player went no land and now he's going full Cyclones. Now I understand, he went for 4 aviation factories and he hit them behind his base. So there was no scout from the red team for the Cyclones to notice that there was Cyclone spam. But such strategies, I don't really recommend them. This is a very bad engagement from the Cyan, bad planning from the Cyan. Cyclones on a naval map is not really very good idea, since the resistance teams are constantly spamming a single one naval unit, which is a Gator, and these Gators are equipped with anti-air anyway, so you are getting your Cyclones into a bunch of Gators, and all of them are very tanky for the Cyclone to kill them and still have an anti-air to fire back at you. The only DPM in this situation is Seraphim. I think that he has a Seraphim. I don't know why he got a Zeus, maybe for the Salamander, I don't know. But there should be a Seraphim. On a land map it will work, because no one will spam for you 20 to 10 to 15 porcupines without scouting. But here they are just spamming Gator. So there is no point in Cyclones. And there is no Seraphim, there is nothing really. I don't think that it's a good idea for the Cyclones. The Seraphim is there, and really he got scouted. So now the resistance players know that there are Cyclones spamming, even though that he kills the Salamander and now is going for the Gators. Now as you can see, the Gators will fire back and those Cyclones will really just keep dying. And now more and more Cyclones dying, and you are not really doing anything for the Vikings with those Cyclones. The weapon of the Gator is still firing at the Vikings. The Gators losing no damage against the Vikings, so there is still 100% going damage on the Viking, meanwhile firing back at your Cyclone. And there are Hawks, they are really because of your Cyclones will always be clumped up, so one Hawk will damage multiple Cyclones at once. If it was a land map, I repeat, if it was a land map, it would have been a very valid strategy, since no scouts, but a naval map is a very bad idea. Since till now, until your Cyclones really passes through from your base, the opponent base was full of Gators, your Cyclones got evaporated. There are only very few Cyclones, and now the Seraphim is in very low HP, and Red got himself with anti-air towers because he scouted the Cyclones when attacking the Gators. A very bad situation. Now the Seraphim will die. Yes, you killed his aviation factory and you destroyed his airfield, but that will really be rebuilt and reproduced. The Cyclones are really not doing much. Meanwhile, the purple went towards Delta. Going Delta is a valid strategy as you are spamming and going for the shore with the Delta as the purple now did. But you got scouted as well, so there's a rifleman. So there's no point in Delta anymore. And now the Cyclones are all dead. He did nothing, now reproducing just Cyclone. And there are a lot of gators. In the naval map, there are a lot of gators. Cyclones will make no sense. He's completely just going for Cyclones without anything else. HQ level 5 going for more aviation factory. I think that he didn't learn and now he got attacked with the gators from the green. A lot of gators, platforms won't hold, and now the Cyclones are just coming in, doing absolutely nothing. And that Seraphim died from the Salamander, and the Cyclones are dying one after one. There is no Cyan in this game. It was in 2 versus 3 fights, and then turned out into 1 versus 3 because the purple player decided not to go for Vikings anymore and go for Deltas. Now there's only one player on the naval side, is the blue player going against all 3 altogether. This is a very bad situation. Now we just will skip because I know that he's winning at green because of his positioning. The green players' gators are not positioned well, so only a few of them firing, making the blue player really winning. But there are yellow gators, there are red gators, there's a green Leviathan, so it's pretty much GG for the blue player. There is no way that he will be able to hold. There are also red hawks, and there are wasps, there are salamanders. It's pretty much GG. There's no point, there's no defenses. The purple has no Vikings, only 3-4 Vikings now. Deltas are still engaging while the yellow player knew that there are Delta spam and he's spamming a lot of riflemen. There is no point in those Deltas. Deltas are dead. Cyclones are dead, Cyan is dead, purple's base is getting evaporated again, and now the blue player will follow with the death. He is only one in Navi against all 3 players, which was in a bad spot, making them lose the fight. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Objective failed. The battle is lost.